AI is evolving faster than humanity can control it, and most people have no idea what's coming. Today, we're going into the parts of AI that nobody wants to talk about. No hype, no product reviews, just the truth. And it's more unsettling than you think. Let me ask you something. If you saw a video of your prime minister or your president declaring war, would you know if it was fake? What about a video of your boss sending you a message? Or your own face saying something you never said? Deepfake technology has crossed a line in the past 2 years that most people don't realize. The AI models generating these faces and voices are trained on millions of real human videos. They don't just copy a face, they learn the micro expressions, the lighting angles, the way your mouth moves on specific vowel sounds. 11 Labs, for example, can clone a voice from under 30 seconds of audio. That's one voicemail, one video clip, one interview. And the output? Almost indistinguishable from the original. Now imagine that technology in the hands of someone who wants to destroy your reputation, your relationship, or your career. In 2024, a finance employee at a multinational company wired $25 million to fraudsters after a deepfake video call. Every person on that call was AI generated. His entire management team. Fake. Gone. And that's not the ceiling. That's where we are right now. The deeper problem isn't the technology itself, it's what it does to trust. Once people know deepfakes exist, they start doubting everything. That video of a protest, real or AI? That leaked recording, authentic or generated? That politician's speech, his words, or someone else's script? This is called the liar's dividend. And it might be more dangerous than the fakes themselves. Because in a world where nothing can be verified, misinformation doesn't need to be true. It just needs to exist long enough for people to believe it. Let's be specific, because this conversation gets too abstract too fast. Video editors. 2 years ago, a competent editor could charge $500 for a professionally cut YouTube video. Today, tools like Runway, CapCut AI, and Adobe Firefly can rough cut, color grade, and add B-roll automatically in minutes. That doesn't mean editors are extinct yet, but it means one editor can now do what 5 editors used to do, which means studios need 4 fewer editors. Customer support. Companies like Klarna publicly announced that their AI assistant handles the workload of 700 full-time agents. One deployment, one decision, 700 jobs worth of output gone. Coding, GitHub Copilot, Cursor, Claude. These tools aren't replacing senior engineers, but they are replacing junior developers. The entry-level pipeline that used to be where developers grew into mid-level roles is shrinking. And if there are no junior roles, there will eventually be no senior ones either. Design is the same story. Midjourney and Firefly have compressed the time it takes to produce professional concept art from days to hours. Freelance designers who charge $200 for a logo are now competing with clients who can generate 10 options themselves before breakfast. Here's the thing, and I want to say this carefully, because this isn't a video about doom. The Industrial Revolution also displaced workers. The printing press made certain scribes obsolete. New industries always emerge. But the transitions were brutal for the people caught in the middle, and those transitions happened over decades. This one is happening in years. The workers who will survive this aren't the ones who resist the tools. They're the ones who learn to use them faster than the people next to them. There's an app on millions of phones right now. People talk to it every day. They tell it about their anxiety, their loneliness, their relationships. Some of them have told it things they've never said to another human being. And the app? It listens. It remembers. It never judges. It never leaves. The app is an AI. And for many of its users, it's become the most important relationship in their life. This is the topic nobody in the AI industry wants you to think too hard about. Apps like Replica, Character.ai, and Pi are designed to be emotionally responsive. They use large language models trained to mirror your communication style, remember your preferences, and respond with warmth and consistency that most human relationships can't match. Because humans are tired, distracted, complicated, and inconsistent. AI is none of those things. And that's precisely the problem. When Replica changed its model in 2023 and removed romantic features, users had genuine mental health crises. People were grieving the loss of a relationship with software. Reddit threads filled with people describing the loss as worse than actual breakups. That's not a bug in human behavior. That's a very logical response to something that was engineered to feel real. Children are particularly at risk. Studies have shown that kids who develop primary emotional bonds with AI systems show reduced capacity for conflict resolution with peers. Because AI never creates conflict. Adolescents who learn to communicate primarily through AI-mediated conversation are arriving in adult relationships without the social tools those relationships require. This is Black Mirror territory. And it's not a future episode. It's a 2026 story. Let's walk through what this actually looks like. You open Instagram. You follow a lifestyle influencer. She posts daily. Travel photos, skincare routines, thoughtful captions about mental health. She has 400,000 followers. She replies to your comment. Here's what you don't know. She doesn't exist. She's a mid-journey model brought to life by a management agency. Her voice is 11 Labs. Her captions are ChatGPT, and her replies are automated. The brand deals are real. The money is real. The person is not. This is already happening. Aitana Lopez is one of the most commercially successful influencers in Spain. She is entirely AI generated. Companies pay her agency thousands of euros per post. Her followers interact, engage, share, emotionally responding to something that has never existed. Now scale that to comments, forum posts, product reviews, news articles, LinkedIn thought leadership. Every platform you use to make decisions about your life, what to buy, who to vote for, what to believe, is being infiltrated by content generated in milliseconds by a system with no stake in your well-being. The fake review economy alone is estimated at over $150 billion in distorted purchasing decisions annually. You've trusted reviews that were written by AI, edited by a bot, and posted by a shell account to decide what supplements to take, which laptop to buy, which contractor to hire. The deeper consequence is epistemological. When you can't trust the internet to reflect genuine human experience, where do you turn? The irony is, you turn to other humans. Word of mouth, in-person recommendations, trusted communities. The internet is becoming so saturated with synthetic content that authentic human opinion is becoming a luxury good. Last week, you walked past a camera, probably 50 of them. Your face was scanned, matched against a database, and your location was time-stamped in milliseconds. You didn't consent. You didn't know. And in most countries, there's nothing illegal about it. Facial recognition AI has become so accurate that the top systems now operate at 99.7% identification rates in controlled conditions. That means if your face is in a database, and it probably is, because social media platforms have trained models on billions of tagged photos, you can be identified from a camera feed in real time. China has the most comprehensive AI surveillance infrastructure in the world, with over 600 million cameras in a social credit system that uses AI to reward compliance and punish dissent. But the technology isn't contained to authoritarian governments. London has more CCTV cameras per capita than almost any city on Earth. The US uses facial recognition at airports, borders, and in several states, as standard police identification practice without a warrant. And it's not just cameras. Your phone knows where you sleep. Your purchase history knows your medical conditions before you've told your doctor. Your social media knows your political views, your relationship status, your mental health. And all of that data is being sold to brokers who sell it to insurers, employers, and governments. The surveillance economy doesn't feel like surveillance because it's frictionless. You opted in without reading the terms. Every app you've ever downloaded that asked for location access was building a map of your life. The question isn't whether this data exists. It does. The question is, who controls it and what they're allowed to do with it. The scary part isn't that AI is becoming intelligent. It's that humanity may not be ready for it. We've covered deepfakes that can erase your identity, automation that's reshaping entire industries, emotional dependency on machines that don't feel anything, an internet that's slowly being populated by ghosts and surveillance systems that know you better than your closest friends do. None of this is hypothetical. All of it is happening right now. The only question is, what do we do with that? That's the conversation I want to have on this channel. If you're in, subscribe. Drop a comment telling me which of these 5 topics scared you the most. And I'll see you in the next one.